It's the first day of school for some of the students at Little Miami. The elementary kids come back today, most of whom are not eligible for the COVID vaccine, but they will not be required to wear masks. This continues to be so controversial, pitting a lot of parents against each other. Our Allie Kramer is live in Mainville after talking to some of them and getting the district's response. Good morning, Allie.
Good morning, Julie. Well, the district says, look, we're being cautious because they watched some of their counterpart schools in Warren County, like Lebanon and Carlisle, have to shut down and send students home because of high quarantine numbers. So although they say they're being cautious, they're also optimistic about a plan that may actually keep students in class even after they've been exposed to COVID-19. Now, I want to walk you through this new plan that's going to be on your screen here right now. This pilot program was presented to Governor DeWine and Ohio Department of Health Director Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff by all 12 Warren County superintendents and actually received preliminary approval last week. In the program, when an unvaccinated student who is not wearing a mask has a COVID exposure, families can choose from two options. There is, of course, the traditional quarantine option. That's 10 days at home or returning to school with proof of a negative test, or the new option, mandatory masking and testing route. Now, that plan is that if an unvaccinated student is exposed to COVID-19 and they are showing no symptoms, they are completely healthy, they can remain in school if they wear a mask, if they social distance, and if they receive 2 negative COVID tests. Those would be administered on day 3 and between days 5 and 7. Only students, again, that have no symptoms are eligible to remain in school, and this is only an option. Students can still quarantine at home. It's up to individual families. Right now, the plan is still waiting on full approval from the Ohio Department of Health, but districts are still preparing.
So testing is going to be a major part of this. And so the state, at no cost, is providing thousands of rapid test kits to my office, and we've distributed those to school. And right now, the big concern we have is having personnel to do this. So for example, if you determine that 25 or 30 or 40 kids have been exposed to COVID at school, that means that number of kids need to have a rapid test on day 3 of this pilot project.
You know, two big questions here. How in the world are they going to pay for these tests? Well, they are free to students, no cost. And it's actually the commissioners in Warren County that are using their COVID-19 emergency relief funds to sort of try to help hire the staff, the nurses, to be able to help with contract tracing and with actually administering those tests. And then what's important to know is parents, if you're sitting there like, well, I didn't know about this plan, nobody's told me about this. Quite honestly, most districts haven't communicated this to parents yet because they don't know exactly what that plan is going to look like and which one is going to be approved by ODH. They were hoping for that approval yesterday, so we'll be waiting and watching, hoping for it to come down today. For now, reporting live in Mainville, Allie Kramer, WCPO 9 News.
So much to sort out. Thanks, Allie.